This week's Silver Screen Report, seniors received their caps and gowns, dancers from across the district converge on campus, and a Dutch Fork graduate returns to talk about his work as a professional sports writer.
Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, March 22nd, and your Silver Screen Report starts now.
Graduating seniors gathered, not for the last time, at the front of the school last Friday to grab their graduation gear. Mason Barr was there.
Last Friday, seniors went to pick up their graduation supplies as they prepare to walk across the stage May 31st.
Senior pickup is pretty much where you have come to that point in your high school career where it's time for you to walk across the stage. You order your cap and gowns through Rose Graduation, and we bring them here for the seniors to stand in line and pick them up. It is the first step before graduation.
There are differing opinions on how important graduation really is to students.
It's almost a surreal moment for every senior. It's that finish line. They can see the finish line once they come and they pick up their cap and gown units. It lets them know that all their hard work is about to pay off, and it's probably a month or so before they walk across that stage. So you can really see the excitement hit them once they grab that bag.
It's been a long time coming, really. 12 years of school and now this. Feels great.
Spending so much time getting ready to graduate, seniors have different reactions to the big event. Scotty Chapman says this is his favorite part of the job.
It's probably one of the best moments of my job, probably one of the most exciting, I think, fulfilling moments, to hand a child or a young adult a bag and tell them congratulations and to watch their face light up. Because they know, it's about to get real, to see some cry, especially the parents, because that's their only child, their oldest child, or their last child walking across that stage. It's an excellent moment.
It just felt like a normal process. Nothing really too special, but it did feel really good to get my stuff so knowing that I've come this far.
Senior pickup is an important step students need to take to graduate. April 25th, seniors will have the chance to pick up graduation supplies if they didn't get it the first time. This has been Mason Barr with your Silver Screen Report.
The annual District 5 Dance Day brings middle and high school dance programs together to learn different styles and techniques from each other and professional dancers. Allie Sessions was at last week's event.
Participants of District 5 Dance Day say they enjoy the variety of dance classes offered.
My favorite part about District 5 Dance Day is getting to see students from all over the district coming together to take classes. I saw a lot of my old students from the middle school, and when I saw them with some of their old friends that are now in high school, with some of their friends that are at different parts or that are in different schools in the district.
Well, we had different sections like modern, jazz, African, and hip-hop. My favorite was hip-hop because you could see everybody, like just get out of their element and start dancing. So it was really fun.
My favorite part about today was the jazz class because you get to be like upbeat and fun.
My favorite part today was hip-hop. Definitely Jamal came in, did his thing, we all did our thing. So just having a little hip-hop, a little fun at the end of the day, just to end it off was great for me.
At District 5 Dance Day, participants learned more about the various styles of dance.
Yeah, I learned a lot of African movements, just how grounded they are and how it's a lot of extra whole body movements and everything like that. So that was pretty cool.
I learned that certain genres like hip hop you have to hit harder, and jazz you can be more soft but hit hard at the same time.
I learned how to take risks without really being scared to. You became a little more confident and comfortable whenever you did it, so it was easy.
Expressing themselves and having fun is just a few things participants say is why they believe people should give District 5 Dance Day a try.
Yeah, I think everyone, if they enjoy dancing and having fun with their friends, they should all come.
I feel for people that's shy and don't talk a lot, it's for them to open up. Or it's kind of like an outlet for some other people like myself. It's kind of like an outlet, so I just enjoy it like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's nothing but fun. It's nothing even if you do it wrong, it's still it's just you. You're just being yourself the entire time.
Always encourage everyone to sign up for it. We have a lot of fun. Ultimately, it's a great way to learn how to express yourself. So many times this year I've had students that are having a terrible day and I tell them to leave it at the door, and they'll walk into the room and they'll just have a complete shift in attitude.
This has been Allie Sessions with your Silver Screen Report.
Students get 5 tardies in a semester before they get a detention. However, many students are accruing way more than that. Here's Kylie Fine with more.
Students and staff say that tardies affect the learning environment and their ability to concentrate. Students are allowed 3 tardies before they are given detention.
A lot of times when students come in late, teachers are kind of already in the middle of doing things, and sometimes, I know me as a teacher, sometimes I feel like I have to stop and backtrack sometimes to get a student caught up from something they've missed.
I mean, I'm tardy all the time, so I guess they're affecting me by like detentions.
Tardiness can be attributed to time management. If you are tardy often, try planning out the best route of where you have to go and how to get there.
I usually talking to friends, I walk them to class and then like on the other end of the building, so I gotta like sprint to this class.
A lot of it, in my personal opinion, boils down to organization and just time management.
Students are given 5 minutes in between classes to get to their next class. Some students say this is not enough time.
Setting things up, maybe set your alarm a little earlier, just preparing things ahead of time.
Let's give us a little bit more time between classes because we used to have I think like 6 or 7, I think now we're down to like 5, so just a little bit more time.
This has been Kylie Fine with Your Story.
This week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students about their tips for getting to class on time.
Just stand in the halls and talk to your little friends or whatever. I would say just get to where you gotta go. If you need to use the bathroom, use the bathroom, and make sure you're on time.
You can like walk faster and like walk with a purpose. Just be ready to go. Don't sit there and chat in the hallway and goof off. Just get to your next class.
Just walk with a purpose and try not to talk to everybody in the hallways on your way to class. And make sure you're walking like you know you got somewhere to get to.
A shortage of substitutes at Dutch Fork is causing teachers to give up their planning periods to cover for other teachers. Franklin Wynn has the details on how this shortage is affecting both students and teachers.
Dutch Fork has experienced a substitute teacher shortage in the past few years. Administrator Joe Howe has taken it into her own hands to make a schedule for available teachers who are willing to sub when a substitute cannot show.
Created a list of every teacher who has 1A planning, 2A planning, all the way through the schedule. So if we need coverage for a 1A class, then we'll look at those teachers and we'll choose 2 of them, let somebody cover the first half and somebody cover the second half.
Sometimes substitutes just don't show up. And that is hugely problematic because then teachers who are here have to show up, have to cover for the other teachers.
Students and staff agree the shortage of substitutes has had a negative effect on the school as a whole.
It's affecting teachers because we're being called to cover the classes, and I don't really have a problem with doing that from time to time, but when it becomes repetitive, that's when it really starts affecting your day.
I'm sure it's stressful for any teacher who calls out and they realize that they don't have a substitute teacher because they know then that their colleagues are going to have to cover for them.
During a period like this, which is my planning, when I could be doing grading, planning lessons, meeting with other teachers, we do a lot of work during that planning time. And when we have to cover other classes, it's much more difficult to do that.
Even though it can be taxing on the teachers, Assistant Principal Joe House says at the end of the day, it's important for the students.
In the end, what we have to do is look at what's best for our students. And if that means that a teacher misses planning, then it's just one of those things that we have to do.
You have to adjust that, and therefore just kind of a chain reaction to changing your day or what you expected of it.
This has been Franklin Wynn with your Silver Screen Report.
The SAT word of the week is paucity, an adjective meaning small in quantity.
Professional sports writer and Dutch Fork graduate Colin Taylor visited the Journalism 1 classes this week to talk about his experiences covering the Gamecocks for Gamecock Central. Here's Trey Wood with the story.
Dutch Fork student Colin Taylor visited the Journalism 1 class yesterday. Now an official sports writer at Gamecock Central, he reflects on his time here at Dutch Fork.
People's skills in writing, and these skills are applicable not only in journalism but in life, and you kind of learn how to do different things that are going to help you regardless of what profession you go into.
Colin was an excellent writer. He worked really hard.
Taylor and Nate Oates agree sports writing brings its perks but also its challenges.
Going and visiting my first away football game, you grew up watching a lot of it on TV, and so to see it in person and experience different traditions and things like that is probably one of the coolest things I get to do in my job.
It was a cool opportunity, and I'm a sports guy, so
I think it would be really cool.
This has been Tremaine Wood with your Silver Screen Report.
And now for some announcements. Actors Anonymous will meet today after school in room 411 from 3:55 until 4:10. Rehearsal for Little Shop of Horrors will follow, so please arrive on time. The Future Business Leaders of America will meet next Wednesday during Fox Focus in room 104. See sponsor Sandra Smith for more information. Now here's Max with more.
Thanks, Todd. The 9 weeks ends Monday. Report cards will be distributed April 2nd. Next Wednesday is the SAT makeup test date. Because of this, there will not be a delayed opening that day. Next Friday is our second severe weather makeup day. It will be an A day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.